everybody, welcome to the video surprise of the day. Today we have a 2021 Lexus RX350L. Before you get started, please remember to hit the subscribe button, the bell icon will notify new videos, and I really appreciate a thumbs up. Thank you very much in advance. First of all, I want to say thank you for letting me have this loaner from Lexus of Pleasanton. And this is EMINENT White Pearl. This is a very beautiful color, and it's a $425 charge you will see on the window sticker. Dimensions are 197 inches length, 75 inches wide, and 68 inches high. Notice it's going to be a lot bigger than the regular RX350 because it has the third row. And this one has a lot of options. You probably would notice that. Body side molding, you can see that right there on the side of the doors. And this one also has the nice wheels. This is a 20-inch wheel. And you go walk around the vehicle. This one does have the kick sensor, and it's actually an option. So that's something that is added on usually in the package. So RX350L, you can see there's a lot of chrome touches around the rear of the car and also around the door sills. And also has that floating roof thing on the SUV. It's a nice big SUV. 20-inch dark alloy wheels with machine finish. I actually like the wheels a lot. I mean, it looks really different compared to the standard 18-inch ones. Bi-LED headlights also in the front. And this is not the S Sport, and also doesn't have the fog lamps. You can see that over there. But it looks pretty nice overall from the exterior. This one also has the headlight washer, and you can see that near the headlights over there. You can see. Okay, so I'm going to do a quick preview. This is the key fob for it, and to unlock, just hit the middle button or just touch the door handle. It also has the door edge guard, you probably see over there. So I'm going to give you a quick walk around, and I'm going to do a quick in-depth review on the vehicle. And you can see the nice bamboo wood over here. It looks really nice. A lot of soft touches on the side door. Also have the power windows, power mirrors, power locks. And also have this nice little thing that you could open up and close. You know, so you could fit some items in there. So very nice new Lux leather. This one doesn't have the leather package, and this is the dimensions and the weight and such. You probably could look in that. It's a pretty big vehicle, I would say. So next we're gonna look at the engine bay. Click the thing to unlatch it. So nice big engine. There's nice padding over here. This is really a good thing to have. So actually it filters out the noise going into the cabin. So you can have a nice quiet ride. And yeah, it's well padded over there. And you have some fluids on the left. It's the windshield wiper fluid. And it's a big size vehicle, especially in the front. Not very tight. 3.5 liter, 290 horsepower at 6,300 RPM. It's a 6-cylinder engine. So it's not going to be saving you much on the fuel. Torque is 263 pound-feet at 4,700 RPM. Engine oil is OW20. So that's the one that's recommended by the manufacturer. And you can see there are different filters. The air filters also on the right side, as well as the fuse box. So the battery is also in the front, which is a great place to put it so you can easily find it. And you can see the layout has a lot of space, so if you need to maintain it or have a mechanic maintain it, you know, it shouldn't be too bad. MPG is 18 city, 25 highway, 21 combined. So definitely it's a big vehicle. Definitely it's going to eat some gas. How does it sound when you close the hood? Let's find out right now. There it goes. Pretty nice. Pretty solid. And I actually like the grill, but I put a comment below what you think about the grill. I know it's a little bit big and it's a little bit different, say if you compare it, say, to the Highlander. So this one has the parking sensor. You probably see that in the front. Now let's take a look inside the vehicle. As I mentioned earlier, you got the chrome door handle. You got the nice bamboo wood. You also have 3 different settings for the seats. You can see there's some nice touches and soft touches around the door. And you got power windows, power mirrors, power locks. And I mentioned this thing could open. And you can actually put some bottled water or some paper or whatever you want to put in there. And let's take a look at the driver's seat. It's a 10-way power adjustable driver's seat. So of course you got the lumbar support, up and down, forward, back. And these are really good new looks, leather, which is imitation leather, but actually less maintenance and it lasts longer. A little bit more on the weight and the tires over here. This one's made in Japan, which is you buy a Japanese car like Lexus, made in Japan, it's probably going to be very good quality. Chances are it's going to be lasting very long. Alright, you also have the auto high beam. You could open the lift gate, power heating steering wheel, 360-degree camera, and also the trunk releases down there. Of course, you got power adjustable steering wheel. On the left of this, oh yeah, you have the heated wood and leather steering wheel. I want to mention that. So these bamboo would look really beautiful. And on the left, you have the controls for the different modes on the radio, the voice commands, the phone. On the right, you got the lane departure, collision mitigation, also the dash controls on the steering wheel. And you can go up and down and such. For the RX, hit the start button with your feet on the brake and everything comes on. So nice Lexus RX logo. And fuel mileage is not going to be very good on this. On the left you got the tach, you got the temperature. On the right you got the fuel and also the speedometer. 12.3-inch navigation system with 12 speaker audio, premium audio. Nice bamboo like I mentioned earlier. And also you got Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. And you got also a nice CD player if you're interested in using that. This one has the nice phone holder over there, and also has the phone charger, wireless phone charger. That's an option, by the way, I do want to mention. Ventilated seats. Alright, so it has the brake and the brake hold feature. So the brake, you don't really need to do anything for the parking brake. When you do the shifting, it automatically unlocks. This has the touch screen and also the pad. So you actually could touch the screen over here and change it. I don't really like the touchpad. For me, it's kind of a little bit hard to use. But then again, I only had this video for a very short time. Maybe after time, get used to how to use it. Touchpad is a little finicky. Actually, I like the old mouse feature a little bit more. And over here, you have the USB and also power outlet. This container actually, you could pull it out. It's a secret compartment underneath that. Let's look at the glove compartment over here. So nice felted glove compartment, pretty deep. You could put some nice size book. I'm not sure you could put a computer in here. So the trim is a lot better on this one. Doesn't have any gaps. Some models, people mention that there's a gap on the glove compartment area. The big improvement is the touch screen, and you can actually interchange this and move the map to the left and move the radio function on to the right. So that's something that you can configure. And this one has the home link on the mirror, and also the lights over here are just touch sensitive. Sunroof, and looks pretty beautiful. No panoramic roof. Some virus to test. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's a 9 out of 10. It's pretty good overall. You still had the vanity lights over here. Too bad they're yellow, which was a different color, but it works well. Touch sensitive lights over here. Nice, really headliner. Soft, but it may attract a lot of dirt and stuff over time. So one thing I mentioned about the dash over here is still analog. A lot of the automakers are moving toward digital displays, and that's something that the new version may have a newer display. And also the touchscreen on this one is pretty nice. You can actually interchange these, and you have the map on the bigger screen, and also the radio on the right, for example, right? And that's something nice to have, but I wish the screen is a little bit bigger. I still think it's not tall enough, I guess. It's definitely wide enough, so that's something to note. But then again, it's a minor gripe, I guess I have, right? Nice size vents, right, with the nice analog clock. And this one has the phone charger like I mentioned earlier, but it's deep in there, so you can put your phone in there. It's been hidden, so if you forgot your phone or something in that, it may be safe, right? So nice phone holder. I wish all the Lexus should have one of those. And let's start and look at the seat behind the driver, and it's very spacious. Now let's look at the door first. No heated seats, and your nice bamboo on the door trim, and this like brushed metal material. Chrome door handles are really nice. You do have the window button and a space to put an extra cup. The seats on this particular one does go forward a little bit to give some space to the third row. This one has the armrest down. It could be a middle seat. Let's take a look at the cup holders over here. You could fit 2 cups of bottled water. Amazing, over here you got the phone charger and 2.1 amp. That's kind of nice over there. But definitely the space on the second row is really nice if you're not using the third row. Okay, you have the vents in the middle. I want to mention the seat in the middle on the second row is smaller than the left seat or the right seat. And here's the view at the front. You might take a look. It's a very beautiful color with all the contrast with the bamboo trim. And the third row is in the back over there. And by the way, it does have this nice light over here, which is pretty nice, pretty bright. Even in the daytime you can see that. All right, so the material on the headliner is really nice. All the materials on this RX is really nice. I mean, these even have the map pocket holders. No bump in the middle, so you can actually sit 3 people without a major problem. So that's a nice feature to have. No bump, hump, or anything that goes in the back of the vehicle. Nice view at the front. Very bright light area. And let's take a look at the front driver's seat over here. You can see the door trim is very similar to the one on the driver. However, you only get the power windows and the power locks, and you still have extra storage on the bottom over here that opens up just like that. And one of the things you do notice is that there's a lot of space on the front and the middle row, but the back row is very tight. And what you noticed is the beautiful color and contrast still holds true. And the seats over here are 8-way, not 10-way on the front seat for the passenger. But the material, Nulux, is really a very premium material, and it looks really good, and the touch is really good. So you can see the roominess on the first and second row if you don't use the third row. But once you use the third row, you know, you have to move the seats forward. So that's going to be a little sacrifice overall. If you want to use the third row seats, first row seat and the second row seat needs to be moved forward. So in order to use the third row, so remember that if you're looking at the L model, the space is tighter. So looking at the second row over here, the door trim and everything looks similar to the one on the left. Not too many special features. Notice the second row, I did point out that it's flat on the second row. No intruding hump, but the seat's a little bit smaller. To get to the third row, you need to lift this thing over here. And I'm trying to do it with one hand holding the camera. Then you move the seat forward a little bit, and that's how you get to the third row. So the third row is going to be really tight. I do want to mention that even if you move all the seats forward. But if you're a little small kid or something that you just want to store in the back, it'll work okay. So not very great for the third row. And that's my point of view, of course. And you have this much space over here in the second row if you want to use the third row. So that would be reasonable to have. But in all honesty, I think the third row is a little bit small for this particular vehicle. And you can move the other side, the other seat on the other side to make it all balanced, of course, right? And you can move the seat back. You can lean it a different position also in the back. But the biggest thing is, like, you know, the third row is only for very small kids and such. And also you notice the headliner and the roof actually goes down with slope. So I actually tried it, and I'm 5'7" or so, and it's going to be really tight on headroom. So there's something to consider if you're looking at the 350L the 350 is actually the one to get, unless you're using the space with the seats down for extra storage. Let's put it that way. And this is how it looks like if you had at a normal position now without using the third row. And materials, fit and finish are really great on this Lexus RX350L. You noticed it, the visibility and everything out the window view, everything's perfect over there. But the third row is definitely needs some work. Hopefully Lexus would understand that and make it better in the future. Maybe the longer vehicle, or cut some space in the front of the hood or something, you know, so make space utilization more efficient. So one of the things you do want to notice on this thing is like you know, a lot of padding. You only could put probably one bottle of water down there, that's all. And let's take a look at the back of the vehicle. You notice there's different vent openings in the back besides the light for the cargo area, and also a sunshade area. So, you know, definitely the people in the back will still get air. So the second row is a little bit tight to it, but then again, you can move the seats a little bit forward to accommodate the third row. Notice there's climate control settings and fan speeds. You can adjust with that in the third row. These seat clips actually makes the back look more neat. It might be useful to use it if you like. It's up to you. So you can lift this out, and you notice the cargo cover is down in the bottom. And also you have the tire maintenance for the jack and such, right? Your spare tire is way on the bottom over here. So you have to let it down if you need to do the spare. Right, so it's something that you have to let the tire go down before you can use it. And to let the seats down, just hold this button. That's to bring it back down. Just want to lift it up. So if I'm lifting it up like here, notice there's must be enough space on the second row, because when I tried it earlier, the second row was actually touching the third row, and it's reclined too much, then it won't really open up. So when it opens up, it goes down a little bit. And you probably could do the same for this other one. Notice that you just need to hold it, and it's all automatic. So that's a good thing, right? So it's meant to be used for small kids or small items. Definitely not a very big size seat. And headroom is definitely not there. But it's a nice material also in the back. So I do want to point out that, you know, give them the fact that. So overall, this one also has the lock function. You could adjust the height and also just push the button and it'll go down. The touch-free power rear door with kick sensor is definitely a great feature to have for convenience, but it is an option that you have to get in the package. So keep that in mind if that's worthwhile to get. Also, I want to note that if you wanted the 20-inch rims, it does come with 235/55R 20 tires. This one is wearing Bridgestone rubber. And these 20-inch are really beautiful. However, you do need to pay an extra price for this. Otherwise, it comes with an 18-inch wheel and tire. So that's something to consider. Okay, a little drive over here. Not a lot of power. 0 to 60 is probably around 8.5 to 9 seconds. Pros, very luxurious vehicle, a blast to drive, but very soft suspension. So if you're really interested in soft suspension, this is the one to drive. It's the magic carpet, I would say. Cons, the third row is definitely not usable. It's too small, and you have for the kid, you have to sacrifice space in the first and second row to accommodate that. And the touchscreen is a blessing, but the touchpad is not going to be very easy to use and to get familiar with. Too touchy. Last thing I do want to mention is that with the base trim, you only get very basic features. What makes a vehicle really nice is the options. And you do have to pay for this, unfortunately. It's not included as a value or any package like that. So for the Lexus RX, you definitely have to pay for the extra options in this particular vehicle. So that could be pricey, so it could be a con if you think about it that way. And this one goes around 60K, 49.3, that's the MSRP. Once you add in the options, like 60K. Anyway, hope this video helps you out. I really appreciate a thumbs up so that people could see the video. If you have a comment to help others, please help leave a comment below. And I see you next time. Have a good one. Bye.